positions of effort, load and the fulcrum or lever are classified into three types. Yes, the lever is classified into three types. One is first class lever, second class lever, third class lever. What is that? First class lever, second class lever and the third class lever on the basis of what? Their load, effort and the fulcrum. It is classified into three types. So for the one things we have to remind in this first class lever, second class lever and third class lever, that is F, L, E. What is that? F, L and E. This F, L, E is plays the vital role while you are defining the first class lever, second class lever and third class lever, or while we are giving the examples we have to determine F, L, E. What is that F, L, E? F stand means fulcrum, L means load and E stand for effort. This first class lever means when the fulcrum lies between the load and effort, where load and effort. So here we have to understand in first class lever, okay, in first class lever there must be what? L, F, E. Fulcrum lies between load and effort. Are you looking here? First class lever, load, fulcrum and effort. It means fulcrum is in middle. At any point there must be the load or the effort. At any point, yes. In second class lever, load must be at middle. It means F, L, E. That is the word second class lever. It means load is at middle. What? Force and fulcrum and the effort. So another is F, E, L. Effort is middle from the word to the fulcrum and the load. That is what? Third class lever. Now let's talk one by one. What is the first class lever, second class lever and third class lever with okay. Now what is first class lever? I already told you, in the first class lever, F, L, E. Yes, there is one formula. What is the formula? F, L, E. So in this different, fulcrum lies between the load and effort. First class lever are those levers in which fulcrum is situated at any point between the load and effort. Between the load and effort. So fulcrum lies at any point between load and what? Effort. That is the best example of what? First class lever. Yes. In this we have seen the fulcrum lies at any points between the load and effort. That is called what? First class lever. This first class of lever shows all the properties of simple machine. It means they change the direction of force, they multiply the force and accelerate the rate of doing work. It means this first class lever do all the types of the works, like as they change the direction of the force and they multiply the force and accelerate the rate of doing work also. In which class lever? In the first class lever. Like as crowbar, seesaw, scissors. Yes, these all are the what? Example of first class lever. Now fulcrum, I already told you about the distance between the load to the effort, that is called to effort distance. The distance between what? Fulcrum to the effort, that is what? Effort distance. And the distance between the fulcrum to the load, that is called what? Load distance. Yes or no? In the first class lever, the fulcrum lies at any middle than the what? Load and the effort. That is called what? First class lever. The best example, have you seen the scissors? Yes, in that scissors we have seen at the middle there is a fulcrum. Yes, and at the tip there is a what? Load is applied and at the other side effort is applied. So scissors you have seen in your home also. That is the best example of what? First class lever. So the first class lever means what? The load lies between at any point between the what? Effort and the load. That is called what? First class lever. Now second class lever. What is that? Second class lever. Okay, now second class lever. We have already studied first class lever. Now second class lever. What is that second class lever? It means second class lever means the loose lever in which load is at any point between the effort and the fulcrum. That is called what? Second class lever. Look at the pictures here. Here, what load is at any point. Okay. Suppose this is what load, and this is what fulcrum, and this is what here is applied. The effort is applied. So this is the what second class lever. When the load is between the fulcrum and the effort, that is called what? Second class lever. Means in this second class lever, have you seen this is the distance between the fulcrum to the load is called to load distance. The distance between the fulcrum and the load is called to what? Load distance. And the distance between the fulcrum to the effort, that is called what? Effort distance. It means load distance is smaller than the effort distance in which class lever? In second class lever. It means effort distance is always greater than the load distance. Have you seen here? Suppose effort distance is 2 meter. Okay, 2 meter, then load distance is 2 meter, then effort distance may be what? More than 2 meter. It means it may be 5, 10 or 6. It means more than the 2 meter must be the effort distance. Okay, in which class lever? In second class lever. So in second class lever, in this class lever or in this second class lever, they cannot change the direction of the force. It cannot show all the properties like as the first class lever. Okay, in second class lever, it cannot change the direction of the force and unable to escalate the rate of doing work. It does not increase the what? Doing work, rate of doing work. But what will do? It will multiply. It helps by multiplying the force. In which class lever? In second class lever. The second class lever helps to multiply the force. Yes, like as we have taken the example of the second class lever, bottle opener, wheelbarrow, nut cracker. These all are the what? The example of second class lever. It means the load distance is never greater than the effort distance. Yes, I already told you about that. The effort distance is always greater than the load distance, so that it cannot change the direction of the force and it cannot escalate the rate of doing work. In which class lever? In the second class lever. Okay. So second class lever only helps to multiply the force. It helps to multiply the force. It does not change the direction and it is unable to escalate the rate of doing work. Now third class lever. Okay, in third class lever, those lever in which effort is at any point between the load and fulcrum, that is called what? Third class lever. Look the pictures. The effort is at between the fulcrum and the load. Yes, the fulcrum lies at any point, but effort must be at between the fulcrum and the load. So in this, it is what is that class lever? Third class lever. We have seen here the fulcrum. We have always seen the fulcrum. Where is the fulcrum? The distance between the fulcrum to the effort, that is called the what? Effort distance. And the distance between the effort to the load, that is what? Load distance. It means in third class lever you have seen here load distance is always greater than effort distance. But in second class lever, effort distance is always greater than the load distance. But in third class lever, effort distance is always lesser than the what? Load distance. It means load distance is greater than the effort distance. In the second class lever, we have learned that they do not change the what? Direction of the force applied and they do not accelerate the rate of doing work. But in third class lever, what is this third class lever? They are unable to multiply the force. Thus, in third class lever, they unable to multiply the force. But in second class lever, it is able to multiply the force. But in third class lever, it is unable to multiply the force and change the direction of the force. This is because the load distance is always greater than the effort distance. What is the reason? Because load distance is always greater than the effort distance. So this third class lever helps us by rate of doing work. It helps by the rate of what is clear the rate of doing work. Okay, in third class lever. Now once again look the pictures. Here you have seen. You have to look the where you have to look to the effort. Always you have to look the one fulcrum, past the fulcrum. Okay, in the fulcrum, the distance between the fulcrum and the effort, that is ED, and the fulcrum to the load, that is LD. So in third class lever, LD is always greater than the ED. Okay, so this third class lever helps to what? Help us by the accelerating work. The rate is rate of the increasing rate of doing work. Okay, now we will talk about the principle of simple machines.